Two popular Samsung 5G phones go head-to-head. Which one really delivers? On the left, the fresh, tougher Galaxy A16 5G. And on the right, the battery powerhouse Galaxy A15 5G. Let's skip the hype and get straight to the real differences. We'll score each category, so you'll know exactly which wins where. The result might just surprise you. All right, so here's the mind map of categories we're going to break down. First, we've got price and value. Then, display and design. Next up, performance, camera, battery and charging, software and updates, connectivity and ports, and finally, colors and customization. That's the full roster. So let's go one by one. Kicking things off with price and value. So, first up, the A16 5G. It's a bit of a stunner when it comes to value, especially at launch this year. You get some decent upgrades, and still, Samsung kept the price pretty sharp. But, little heads up, no charger bundled in the box, and there's a tiny bump in price for certain regions, which is, kind of a bummer. Now, the A15 5G. Launched with a similar price last year, and since it's been out for a bit, you see discounts pop up all the time. But, compared to what you get with A16 at its current pricing, the value ratio isn't quite as hot. So, for price and what you actually get, the A16 takes it, but only by a nose. Let's talk display and design. So, the new A16 5G gives you a slightly larger 6.7-inch screen. Yeah, that's extra space for YouTube binging or gaming. It's also rocking a slimmer profile, which, I'll admit, feels pretty slick in hand. Oh, and here's something cool. It's got IP54 water and dust resistance. Yeah, not totally waterproof, but way better than nothing. Bezel's a little chunky, and sadly, still no OLED. Now, the A15 5G is more compact at 6.5 inches, and it's lighter too. Some folks swear by the headphone jack. It's seriously making a comeback. And that's something the older model has that the new one ditched. Design-wise, though, it's thicker and has no water resistance at all. So, if you want a modern, slightly tougher phone, A16 sits on top here. Okay, performance. So, the A16 5G packs Samsung's newer Exynos 1330, or sometimes MediaTek Dimensity 6300, depending on where you live. And, dude, it's about 10% higher in the big Antutu score, and pulls ahead even more in Geekbench. I mean, it's still just 4 GB RAM at the base, which in 2025 is, like, basic. Now, the A15 5G's MediaTek Dimensity 6100 Plus isn't bad, but honestly, you'll definitely feel some stutter, especially if you push it hard. Storage goes up to 256 gigabytes, so that's legit. But if you care about benchmarks or just want a snappier daily experience, A16 is the clear winner. Quick fact for you. Did you know the Galaxy A series has been hanging out in the top 10 best-selling phones globally for years now? Seriously, it's not just hype, it's a crowd favorite. Camera time. Both phones rock the same triple rear camera set. 50-megapixel main lens, 5-megapixel ultra-wide, and 2-megapixel macro. Literally no upgrade on the hardware front for A16, which feels kinda lazy. In broad daylight, both deliver crisp details, but neither has a real night mode, which bites if you love low-light shots. So, yeah, for cameras, it's a tie. Pretty much identical in real-life snapshots. Battery and charging. Okay, so the A16 5G scores a decent 5,000 mAh battery, same as A15, but the endurance, slightly less. Like, we're talking about 2 hours less in those juicy real-world tests. The A15 5G just goes crazy, almost 23 hours, which is wild for a budget phone. Both charge pretty slow. That's Samsung for you. If battery's your top pick, you gotta go with A15. Yep, this round's A15's win. Now, software and updates. So, the A16 5G is really flexing here. Samsung promises up to 6 years of updates. 6 years. For a budget phone? That's nuts. It ships with Android 14 right now, and if you're watching this later in the year, that'll probably bump up. As for A15 5G, it actually ships with Android 15 out of the box, so you're already starting fresher. But it only gets up to 4 years of updates, so it'll tap out first. Honestly, long-term, A16 is what you want if you keep your phones for ages. Connectivity and ports. The A16 5G rocks Bluetooth 5.3, dual SIM, 5G, micro SD, all the usual modern things, but no headphone jack. That's right, Samsung finally axed it on the newer model. Now, the A15 5G keeps that 3.5mm jack alive, and a lot of people are seriously into having headphone options. Otherwise, its connectivity is on par. Only thing missing is eSIM support, but for regular users, that's kind of minor. So yeah, A15 definitely wins this round for the audio squad. Last, colors and customization. So the A16 5G gives you 4 colors: blue, black, light gray, gold, and light green. Honestly, a pretty fresh lineup if you're tired of boring blacks and blues. The A15 5G, though, keeps it super safe with just blue, black, and light blue. It's fine, but if you're into options, A16 brings more vibes. That's a win for the A16. Let's throw it on the radar chart. You'll see the A16 5G lands bigger wins for value, design, performance, software, and colors, while the A15 5G pulls ahead for battery life and connectivity. And for cameras, dead even. That's your all-in-one visual takeaway. All right, final thoughts. If you want a budget phone that'll last, get software updates for years, and still packs respectable muscle in 2025, go with the Galaxy A16 5G. But hey, if battery life is your whole world and you refuse to give up wired headphones, A15 5G is still a solid pick for the price. Both are legit for affordable 5G, but yeah, the A16 edges out as the better all-rounder this year. So what do you look for most in a new phone? Battery? Camera? Updates? Or is it that headphone jack life? Hit the button and let's dig into more Samsung battles.